Hi, Amy. I'm Dr. Paul Simpson, and this is Dr. Joseph Richards. And we believe you are the perfect agent to represent our book, What Happened Last Night? Forensic Experts Answer Your Questions About Alcohol Blackout.
We've been following your career, particularly your outstanding work with Sarah Hepola on Blackout. Sarah described you as a soulmate version of an agent on that project, and we can see why. You're able to help her transform a deeply personal memoir into a cultural phenomenon. And this opened up conversations about alcohol and memory.
We believe that our book is a perfect companion to Sarah Hepola's. She shares a compelling personal narrative where we are providing a very readable scientific foundation. In over 50 years of shared experience, we have testified in literally hundreds of trials where our task has been to translate complex scientific findings into understandable concepts for the typical juror.
What makes us different from other experts is that we work at the intersection of science and human tragedy. I've evaluated and worked with victims in court who can't even remember their assaults. Paul helps juries understand why someone can appear 90% normal while their hippocampus is completely shut down. We have seen firsthand how blackouts destroy lives, not only in the scientific research, but in real courtrooms with real consequences.
Amy, the numbers are compelling. According to the World Health Organization, they estimate that over a quarter of the world's adult population has experienced alcohol blackout events. In America alone, that's over 126 million Americans. And it's not just the person who experienced the blackout, but it's also about the loved ones in that person's life who are left scared and confused and don't understand what happened.
We've structured the book to be both scientifically rigorous and accessible to the general public. We translate complex neuroscience into real world, unforgettable stories, like the surgeon who performed an appendectomy while under the influence of alcohol and could not remember the procedure. Or the research that shows that up to 17% of witnesses develop false memories of an event as they try to fill the gaps created by an alcohol blackout.
Amy, your track record with authors like Elizabeth Kostova and Gia Tolentino show that you represent works that are meticulous in their research and yet compelling in their storytelling, which is what our book is about, combining the authority of scientific findings with narrative that the reader can't put down.
Beyond the manuscript itself, we have substantial platforms. I am a social media influencer by the name of Joe My Heck, with over 5 million followers on multiple social media platforms, to include TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. For example, on YouTube alone, I have 1.5 million subscribers, and I've had over 1.5 billion views of my videos. Paul and I have lectured to hundreds of attorneys on the topic of sexual assault and blackout. Market potential is huge, with over 17,000 alcohol treatment centers in the country, hundreds of colleges seeking speakers on the topic, and the legal conference circuit that we already work.
We believe that this book arrives at a critical cultural moment. With the rise of binge drinking, campus sexual assault, and the sober curious movement, our book offers authoritative answers to the questions people are asking. Books like The Naked Mind and Quit Like a Woman show that there is a market for books that have alcohol-related content.
So thank you for visiting our website at alcoholblackouts.com. We invite you to explore the full proposal sample chapters, and supporting materials. We'd love to discuss further with you how we can work together to bring this vital resource to the millions who need it.
Thank you for considering our proposal. We are excited at the idea that your expertise with our combined experience can create a book that is transformative. Not only is it informing people, but it's literally saving lives.